Hello, Cherie Hanson here. We have another beautiful day, no fires, the grass is greening, the flowers are flowering, and my cat is very content sitting out on his special chair on the back porch. So all is right in the world. I wanted to talk today about something that I think is kind of fascinating. I was once in a art gallery with a friend who we were walking around, and the friend said, I don't like it. It's too intense. And I've had the same experience with people who are going to a movie and they say, it was too difficult to watch. It was too confusing. It didn't follow a normal path of emotional volume. And I was thinking about how this morning I was watching some TikToks and YouTube videos of musicians, poets, dancers who were on fire. The power that they were channeling from the field was so strong that I could feel it in my heart, in my body, in my skin. And I felt as if I were a swath of dry grass that had been bound tightly, and I had become a flaming torch. Their intensity released my intensity, and my mind was asking the question of me, why have you held back so much in your life? Why have you held back your emotion, your talent, your gifts, your quick flashes of truth that come to you? And there's this whole sense that you can't. There's something wrong with being intense, my ego said to me. And I thought about that, and I thought, that comes from my childhood. Because most of us have not been in a place where we witness intensity being powered by a positive, compassionate, loving, and beautiful ferocity from the field. Most of us have only experienced pseudo-intensity, and what I mean by that is the cultural take on it. In other words, watching people explode one another's heads, or some kind of dark, gothic, terrifying reality being presented. So it's not the kind of intensity that, say, someone like Blake or Walt Whitman experienced when they connected to the field, where this gigantic compassion was released into their words, into their art. That is phony, fake, faux intensity, when you're just triggering people on purpose to get a response. And so if you have experienced a childhood that is chaotic, my father was very intense as he moved between his 6 personalities. Hello, who are you now? And so the conditioning in our culture, in our families, in our uh, theme music of trauma is that we do not want to experience intensity. And the reason for that is if we soften and trust and open enough, the intensity that comes in is not going to hurt us. It's not something that will make us monsters. A peony blossoming is so intense. You can be intense in your softness. You can be intense in your compassion. But our culture only sees power as destruction, as dangerous. And so it's very instructive for me to watch people who are allowing themselves to be the fire that the universe is trying to light in all of us. Once we look at our own energy levels, when you're in a state of vitality, when you're in a state of such confidence in what you are doing that the self disappears, it dissolves. There is no me doing this. It's the universe working through me that is doing this. And you can see it when you see people who are playing musical instruments or dancing or painting or making food, that they have this higher vibration, this beautiful, beautiful power that you can trust because you know it's coming from source. You know it's coming from the yearning of the universe to show what love looks like. And so that's what I was thinking about today. I really felt recharged by watching people who are not afraid of their talent, who are not afraid of their spectacular, sparkling power of creation. They just allowed it to flow through them. They just accepted it. They weren't doing it for me. They weren't doing it for an audience. They weren't doing it for validation. They were just allowing their gifts to empower them. And through that, through allowing, their gifts then empowered me as I watched and listened and observed. Everybody, I think, who has been to a play or to a movie or something of that sort has felt the self dissolve. The hardened concept of who I am was gone, and in its place was only this sense of receiving something overwhelmingly beautiful that is sweeping away the lower limits. It was powerful. I felt something happening. I felt an opening. And I also felt a coming home. Coming home to who you were meant to be. Think of that. It's so beautiful. So that was my thought today. I just wanted to share it with you. Don't fear who you are. Don't fear your gifts, your talents. Don't fear your intensity. Get past the idea that if it's strong, it's bad. because the universe is there to protect us, to love us, to grow our spirits. Isn't that lovely? Do subscribe. Please subscribe to my videos. Share my YouTube videos with anybody that you know that might benefit from them. It's kind of like, this might help you. Just share it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to invade them. Just put it out there. And if you want a psychic reading, if you want a coaching support as you grow into the beautiful, powerful, intense spirit you were meant to be, get a hold of me. And I say to you, as I always do, I so appreciate your watching, your giving me a thumbs up, the comments. I appreciate you.